This is Isheshe Talks with Ategbe.
Welcome guys, welcome to Isheshe Talks. Yeah, we'll be starting a new season of Isheshe Talks today. With yeah, we have been working on how to improve the podcast. So I hope you guys did not miss me. So I'll be taking you guys back to the start. As you all know, this is Isheshe Talks. I talk about topics in Isheshe, like different topics in Isheshe. So today I'll be taking us to the old start. And what is this start? When I say oro, I'm talking about initiation. Bí Orofa, Itefa. Mi ò sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìṣẹ́fá o, because ìṣẹ́fá ó yàtọ̀ sí Itefa. Tó bá ní Itefa, they are talking about Itefa, like the person has like the person has done the initiation, he has gone through all the rituals you have to go through. That is what Itefa is. And I'm not just talking about Itefa, I'm talking about the expectation of people after Itefa. Like, mo ṣàkíyèsí pé àwọn èèyàn máa ń wò pé táwọn bá ti tẹ̀fá, nǹkan tó dẹ̀ kù ni pé káwọn dẹ̀ ṣoríire. Oríire tán mọ́ tẹ̀fá, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, but kì í ṣe pé kó wá tẹ̀fá tán kóríire yẹn kó wá máa ya lù ẹ́. No, there's a process to it. There is a process to it. Process yìí táyàn fi ń rìnrìn àjò yẹn dé oríire yẹn lèmi fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀. Oníṣẹ̀ṣe lèmi, I'm an Ifá initiate. Mo dẹ̀ wò pé tí n bá wá síta láti sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, ọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn ti ṣìnà gan. Wọ́n ti wò pé táwọn bá tẹ̀fá, Ifá ìtẹ̀fá yìí ló máa solve problem ilé ayé wọn. Àwọn babaláwo náà ò dẹ̀ jẹ́ kó easy fáwọn èèyàn. I'm not blaming babaláwo, because you can't àti ẹ̀ lè blame èèyàn kan fún ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí, because gbogbo ẹ̀ ti dàrú k'Olódùmarè bá wa tún tò ní. So ẹ má jà sọ pé a fẹ́ blame anybody. Don't let us throw blames at anybody, because Itefa, let's just talk about the solution, because me, I'm not one of those person that throw blames at people. I don't blame other people for my misfortune. This is one of the teachings of Ifa. So ẹ jẹ́ ká wá solution. See, so what is the solution? The solution is to talk about it from the perspective of we initiates, we that we are into the practice. Everything in my life revolves around Isheshe. So it is safe to say that I'm fit to talk about this topic. So let's first break down Itefa. Ẹ jẹ́ á kọ́kọ́ break down pé kí ni Itefa gangan náà. Ṣé rí Itefa? Let me explain it in English before I go into Yoruba, because my Yoruba is not so nice. Itefa is basically aligning your physical self with your spiritual self. You see, each and every individual has a spiritual portal, and you see this spiritual portal is unique to who we are, and there are some factors that makes it unique, which I won't be discussing today. We'll discuss that in another podcast. But this, our spiritual self, is what we Oníṣẹ̀ṣe call Ori. Some Yoruba people say Ẹlẹ́dàá. It's still the same thing. That is your spiritual self. It is the manifestation of Olódùmarè tó ń gbé lára wa. Manifestation Olódùmarè, ìmísí Olódùmarè tó ń gbé lára wa, òun ni orí wa àti Ẹlẹ́dàá wa. Ṣé rí ìmísí Olódùmarè tó ń gbé lára wa àti àwa in the physical ló ń sopọ̀ bí ọkọ àti ìyàwó. Nǹkan tó ń ṣe nínú orò Ìtẹ̀fá nìyẹn. Wọ́n ń so ìwọ in the physical àti ìmísí Olódùmarè tó jẹ́ orí àti Ẹlẹ́dàá ẹ̀ tó ń bẹ lára ẹ̀, tó jẹ́ nǹkan bí ẹ̀mí tó wà lára ẹ̀, òun ló ń sopọ̀. So they are tying you in the physical and you in the spiritual together to be one. This is what Itefa is all about. And after they tie you both together, you will be affiliated with one of the Odus in the 256 Odu in Ifa corpus. I won't be explaining what Ifa corpus is today, because I expect everybody to know that. And if you don't know that, just Google what is Ifa. Like, there's a lot of documentaries about it. So I don't think we need to be going into that now. So now, once you are affiliated with this Odu, there's a lot of verses in the Odu that they use to, talk to you as to how you can, start your journey in ilé ayé. If it is tí ó bá ń ṣe pé bí ayé ṣe ti dàrú, bí gbogbo nǹkan ṣe ti dàrú, majority would be doing their Itefa, should have done their Itefa at a very young age, maybe at the time when they are about to start life, maybe when you're about to finish your university, when you're about to enter university. Those are the time that is best for a child to do Itefa. But due to everything that is happening now, most people do Itefa at a very old age, but it still does not mean anything, because what Itefa is there to do is to guide you with your spiritual self, like to tie you with your spiritual self. So kó fi mọ nǹkan tó yàn wá látòdì ọ̀run. So tó bá ti wá mọ nǹkan tó yàn wá látòdì ọ̀run, it is all those messages in that verse that they would be using to give you message as to how you rìnrìn àjò nílé ayé. So Itefa is not magic. I can understand some people did their Itefa and things just went boom for them. And some people did their Itefa, gbogbo ẹ̀dá. Itefa it is not because it is mandatory that when they do Itefa for you, things will just change. No, there's a process to it. And the process is understanding who you are. That is what Itefa does. It gives you information about, because see, the reason why I'm talking about this thing is because people have there's a misconception about it that there's a misconception about Itefa that makes people feel like Itefa is magic. It is not magic. And even some Babalawo are making it worse. They project it to people like it's magic. And when they drop a huge sum of money for this thing and they have a high expectation, nothing happens. And it makes them frustrated. I can understand. You call millions of naira sílẹ̀ kẹ́ sọ fún pé tó bá ti Itefa gbogbo. No. The things are still the same, because you lure the person into doing it. You did not actually explain. Ṣàlàyé bó ṣe yẹ kú, like bó ṣe yẹ kí ṣàlàyé fún bí bó ṣe rí lélẹ̀, bó ṣe rí lélẹ̀. You understand? It is not bí ó ṣe rí fún mi kọ́ ló ṣe máa rí fún everybody. You understand? So we need to understand this aspect of Itefa. Itefa is not magic. Because I see people out there, ìgbà tí mo wá Tefa nǹkan wá ṣe kíní kan. It is not, that is not how it works. It is a journey. It is okay, just because you did Itefa like this now, the following year or the following 6 months, things just change. It's normal for it to happen like that. It's normal for you to do Itefa, and in the next 7 months, things just change for you, like things are going well for you. It's normal, because they just aligned you with the spiritual self, like your spiritual being. So you'll be working at a very high frequency, but after that, nǹkan kí ló tún kàn? There's still a lot of work to be done. There's still a lot of work to be done for you to achieve what you are destined to be in life. Because we need to understand some certain things, that we came to this life to actually attain a certain thing that is called our destiny, something that we are destined to be. And what Itefa does is that it helps you through your navigation towards that journey. It's not that it is magic. I mean, I don't even know how to explain to people. Mi ò mọ bí mo ṣe fẹ́ ṣàlàyé èyí tó máa yé àwọn èèyàn. Kì í ṣe idán. Although that's some spiritual essence, a lot. Don't let me say some. That's a lot of spiritual essence, but it is not magic. We need to understand this. It is a guideline. It is a document. It's just like, let's see it this way. Like, as a doctor now, before you attend to your patient must have their docket file. If that patient is not in your hospital before, then the patient has to do some certain tests. Like, they will do a lot of tests. If it's a normal right hospital, you do some certain tests so that you can understand the type of body then you be. So now all those results of those tests will be in the docket. They will place it in a docket and put it in the hospital, the place where in the hospital library. So whenever the patient comes, they go and get the patient's docket. So any doctor that just look through the docket can understand the patient. And if Itefa is just picking your docket in the spiritual world and understand you as a physical being, that is it. And once they understand it, So once the doctor sees it, if the doctor will start telling her, madam, this is what you need to do, you need to eat this, you need not to eat that, you need to use this medicine, you need to be wary of this. The doctor will tell you all these things. Oh, we need to do some operation, we need to take some injection. This is the same thing as Itefa. You will do some akoshe, like some rituals. We will do some ebo for you. But these are your rewards. These are the things you should do. These are the things you shouldn't do. Bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Wọ́n fún yín ní information nípa ara yín. It's just like they are using that ritual to tap into the spiritual world, to get your own docket file, to understand you. Kí ló bá wá sílé ayé? Because every human being, whether you like it or not, whether you like it or not. So the only way you can know it is through that ritual. It's through that ritual, and I'm not trying to generalize here, because due to the fact that our Ìṣẹ̀ṣe has been abandoned, a lot of things has been, our community a lot of things are scattered in it. So we are lè máa sọ pé àṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa tó yẹn, ó máa tó fúnra ẹni, but just take it from me, ẹ gbà látọwọ́ mi, ṣẹ́rí Itefa. That is the only way they can use. Ọ̀nà kan tó fi lè gbà, tó fi lè mú bucket yín láti inú spiritual world, kó fi lè mọ̀ pé nǹkan tẹ́ni bá wá sílé ayé rèé o, nǹkan tẹ́ni yóò bá wá sílé ayé lélẹ̀. Ẹlòmíì kàn rìn inú ilé ayé ni kò mọ̀, ẹlòmíì rìn inú èèwọ̀. The only way you can use to know who you are, tó fi lè mọ irú èèyàn tó jẹ́, òun ni kó ṣe Itefa fún ẹ. Itefa ló máa sọ fún ẹ pé o gbọ́dọ̀ sìn lábẹ́ èèyàn. Itefa ló máa sọ fún ẹ o gbọ́dọ̀ sìn lábẹ́ èèyàn, àtàrà pé kó máa sìn yàn ló ti máa là. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, there are some people that are not leaders. They are not destined to be a leader. So when they just take that position of leadership, they just mess it up. It's not that the people that are taking the position of leadership are good at it. No, they are destined to be. They are destined to be a leader. So you find that they are doing it very well. You understand? And it still doesn't stop you from learning more. Just because if I said you are destined to be a leader, no, you have to work. You have to work towards actualizing that goal, towards bringing it into reality. That's the diversity of ilé ayé. It is not meant to be easy. It's the difficulty that makes it nice, that makes it interesting. So this is what Itefa is not magic. Itefa ò kì í ṣe dán, kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó máa ṣe fún yín tí nǹkan kan dẹ̀ máa no. And when they do Itefa for you, wọ́n wá ṣe Itefa yẹn fún yín tán, ẹ wá gbé jùlẹ̀ sílé babaláwo tó tẹ̀ yín nífá. Ẹ wá lọ máa ṣe nǹkan míì. I don't want to mention anything. I don't want controversies, but nǹkan tí mo sọ yé yín. Ẹ wá lọ máa ṣe nǹkan míì, ẹ wá gbé síbẹ̀, ẹ wá ní kí babaláwo máa bọ́. It does not work like that. Ìwọ tó bá ń sin Ifá nínú ìkọ̀kọ̀, orí ìkọ̀kọ̀ ni Ifá máa ṣe fún ẹ. Ìwọ tó bá ń sin Ifá ní gbangba, orí gbangba ni Ifá máa ṣe fún ẹ. It's not mi ò ṣe pé. You can't expect kí Ifá ṣègbè fún èmi tí mò ń sin Ifá ní gbangba, that I don't care whatever anybody has to say, that I'm doing it like openly. You can't expect the blessings of Ifá, the way Ifá will bless me. You don't expect Ifá to bless you. Tó ń ṣe ní kọ̀kọ̀ bí Ifá ṣe máa bless mi tí mi ṣe ń gbangba. Ẹ má jà confuse ara pẹ̀lú òyìnbó mi. You guys get what I'm trying to say. It's impossible. Kò tiẹ̀ possible ni, it's impossible. So we need to understand that it is a system of worship. Kì í ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kó kì í ṣe magic tí ẹ kọ́kọ́ máa bá yín ṣe, ẹ wá gbé sílẹ̀ ní babalá, ẹ wá máa send owó sí wọn, nǹkan kan ṣe mí, ẹ bá mi ṣe báyìí ṣe láì. There are some verses in the Bible that talks about you using your mouth to talk, to communicate with. If I want to remember it, I don't know, but there's a stanza they used to recite. They will say Ororomaru. Ifá máa ro tẹnu mi fún Ororomaru. I don't know how to translate the Ororo part, but wọ́n máa ní Ororomaru. Ifá máa ro tẹnu mi fún Ororomaru. Ẹni tó bá gbọ́ Yorùbá máa ti understand the statement yìí. That verse, ẹsẹ̀ Ifá yẹn sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pàtàkì ká wà fúnra wa máa fẹnu ara wa wúre nídìí Ifá wa. wọ́n máa ṣètẹ́fá fún ẹ, máa abandon ẹ̀, a máa lọ sílé àwọn babaláwo mi, wọ́n máa to fá báyìí, ó máa ga. Àwọn wo ló ní kinní yìí? And that's the funny part, tó gbogbo ẹ̀ má kàn máa dédé dàrú báyìí. Tí gbogbo ẹ̀ bá dédé dàrú báyìí, ẹ máa ní Ifá ò ṣègbè, Ifá ò ṣe kinní kan, ò sin Ifá yìí, ìsìn ni. So ẹ jẹ́ ká, we all need to understand this. Ifá is not magic. It's a system of worship. Ìsìn ni. So táwa náà bá ti ń kọ́ bó ṣe ń sìn, gbogbo kíní ìmọ̀ ni ẹ máa kọ́ ni. Kò ṣe gbogbo nǹkan ni babaláwo máa ṣe fún yín. Mo ti understand ibi tí ìlú dé ló jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ti gbàgbé kíní yìí, but Yorùbá ṣì ni gbogbo wa. We can learn this thing. Òyìnbó ń jókòó sí defy, ó ń ṣọ̀ṣẹ̀ ń defy. Mélòó wá là wá tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ Yorùbá ni wá ta understand nǹkan tó ń sọ. Nǹkan tí mo sọ yé, tí nǹkan tó ń sọ yé wa, kí mélòó wá là wá tí tá lè farabalẹ̀, tá lè kọ́ so that a lè máa sin Ifá wa. Ẹlòmíì, màmá mi máa lọ tẹfá fọ́mọ ẹ̀, ọmọ ẹ̀ máa lọ church, á gbé fá, máa bá ṣàdúrà. Ó ń ṣera ẹ ní. Ọjọ́ tó bá jáde kúrò nílé ayé ńkọ́? What if that child does not know that ẹ ti bá òun tẹfá? Ẹ kàn ń bá ṣe, like you did not instill the informations and the, you did not instill the worship into the child. You are just doing it for him. Òun live ilé ayé ẹ lọ. Ọjọ́ tẹ́yìn bá jáde láyé ńkọ́? Àwa wà nínú ìdààmú. It's true. There's nothing like, just like example docket tí mo fún. Tí ẹ bá lọ bá doctor, téèyàn méjì bá lọ sí hospital, tí kan nínú wọn tó bá jẹ́ patient hospital yẹn tó ti ní fáìlì àti ìwọ tó wà ní fáìlì, wọ́n máa dá ẹni tó ní fáìlì lóhùn kó tó dáwọ́ tó ní fáìlì. Ìwọ tó ní fáìlì, wọ́n máa ní kó lọ máa ṣe test ni, because wọn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó fẹ́ gún ẹ. They will say you should go and do test. Èyí tó ní fáìlì wọ́n máa ṣí, wọ́n máa kà okay. It's the same thing as this Ifá thing. Èèyàn kan kọ̀ wá, wọn ò mọ̀ bóyá wọ́n ti tẹfá fún rí, màmá ẹ̀ ti ṣe nǹkan kan fún rí, ẹ kò ṣáà ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀, ẹ kò ṣáà ń ṣe scatteredly, ẹ rò pé ẹ ń ṣe nǹkan. I've seen some women, Ifá ọmọ mi lélẹ̀, ọmọ ò dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ìyá òun tẹfá fún òun, or kó jẹ́ pé ìyá tẹfá fún. I don't even know how they do it. Because if they want to do the Ifá initiation, the person has to be there. So why can't you guys lecture the person till the person? Because I'm telling you, majority of the people that just talk about this Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, I say, that is evil. Majority of them don't even know what they are doing there. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, I'm telling you, it's based on reality. They don't know. But if somebody has a mother or a father that is telling them that is taking them through, the person will be convinced. We were not born into Ìṣẹ̀ṣe. We discovered it. We are not born into Ìṣẹ̀ṣe. So if Ìṣẹ̀ṣe can convince people like us that this is my path. This is my path as a Yoruba man. I'm sure there are a lot of people that Ìṣẹ̀ṣe will convince. They just need somebody to help them access it. Because I wouldn't lie to you. Ìṣẹ̀ṣe is not accessible. It's not accessible. It's very difficult for people to get information. Yeah, it is better now. Ó ti rọrùn díẹ̀ ń sìn, jẹ́ pé tó bá lọ sórí Facebook, tó bá type wọ́n á rí nǹkan, tó bá lọ sórí Google. But it's not like the information store are so strong like that, because people still need to understand the philosophy behind these things. It's more about the spiritual. Come and do your body, your oris, your kinikon. That is what it's all about. It's not really about them explaining the philosophical, analysis behind these things. So I can understand if people are still not convinced. Some people understand things easily. Some people don't. You need to explain to them, So So in order for me not to digress, we are talking about Itefa. It is not magic. Even for people in the diaspora that are listening to me or watching me, you need to understand Ìṣẹ̀ṣe ò kì í ṣe idán. It's not magic. It is a system of worship, and you have to learn how to properly worship. If we are talking about Ifa, so that is what I will still be talking about. I won't go into something else. So if you have done Ifa initiation or you have somebody that have done Ifa, it is important you must understand the worship. It's not about buying ram. No. Majority of the things that Ifa need from us is our own communication. You see, they gave you that icon not to be they didn't just give you that Ifa icon. In fact, ìkìn Ifá tó wà nínú àwo funfun yẹn or tó wà nínú ìṣasùn yẹn, wọn kò déédéé gbé fún ẹ. They gave you as your own personal point of contact with your Òkè Ìpọ̀nrí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, for people that don't know what Òkè Ìpọ̀nrí is, your Òkè Ìpọ̀nrí is still your ẹlẹ́dàá, your orí, like that spiritual portal of you. That holds the manifestation of Olódùmarè that lives within you, that point at which you can use to interact with Olódùmarè. So you see, that Ìkìn-Ifá, that Ifá icon is your own point of contact. It's for your personal communication. The Ìkìn-Ifá is for your personal communication. It's not for they should come and feed this. No, it's not just for that. The feeding it and everything they are doing is to help it retain Àṣẹ, like to make it still have that Àṣẹ for you to be able. It's just like when they give you a walkie-talkie. A walkie-talkie, if you don't charge a walkie-talkie, it will not work. If you are not on the right channel with the other people, you won't be able to communicate. So the feeding itself is just see it as you charging your walkie-talkie and making it remain on the right channel so that they can be easy communication. But when you want to communicate on the walkie-talkie, it's still you that you open your mouth and talk. They will hear what you're saying. That is the same thing. Your Ìkìn-Ifá is like a point at which you can use to communicate. You understand? So when you communicate with your Ìkìn-Ifá, they hear these things, they want the right to run mole to make this thing happen and send it to Èṣù to bring it into manifestation. We need to understand all this. These things are simple analysis, and it just seems like I'm just talking, but we need to understand. Let me just round everything up now, because I'm about to end this episode. Let me round it up by saying Itefa is a ritual, fine. It's an initiation and everything, but after the initiation, that is not the end. Like saying your Babalawo should feed it every week or every month. That is not enough. Let me put it that way. It's not enough. You must learn the worship. You must learn how to worship the Ifá. How to worship it so you can have a personal relationship. So that a máa ní personal relationship pẹ̀lú ìkìn wa. So we can have a personal relationship with our Ifá icon, which is the Ìkìn-Ifá. The moment if we cannot establish this personal relationship, we will not be spiritually inclined enough to navigate. We need to establish that personal relationship. That personal relationship is what is going to elevate you. It's what is going to elevate you and make you stand out. I'm not just saying this thing. I'm talking from my own point of view as an initiate. I'm talking from my own point of view as an initiate. This is what I do. I'm telling you what I do. Feeding your Ifá is not enough. You must understand that there's one thing they call Oseifa. It is not the Babalawo that will do it for you. It is you that will do it by yourself in your house. You must learn how to do it. You must learn how to communicate with Ifá so that you can establish a relationship with your Ifá icon. So it can listen to you. The Ifá icon can listen to you, can listen to whatever it is that you have to say. So if there's anything you guys don't understand, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Okay. If there's anything you guys don't understand, don't hesitate to comment. Comment, ask me question. Comment so I can put the question into consideration in my next episode. So thank you very much, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Ire o.